In this video I'm going to show you how to recover from a batch class where you may have found a form has changed or you've entered invalid data and it has gone past the form through validation and it's going to export incorrect information. Predominantly this is where you will find two things that will occur. Either the form location and zone has changed, the scanning of the image has changed, or the operator and or the system has picked up the wrong information, applied it to the batch. So instead of deleting the batch and then scanning it all over again, when a batch is in progress at any stage before the export process happens, you can stop the batch and send it back to the system to start all over again. So in this example I'm processing a BAS batch class and I've noticed that some of the forms are working fine but other forms aren't working at all, and I've noticed a commonality that the form, for example 4235 zone, has changed. It's not in the right spot. So at this point in time, before the batch is concluded, I will just suspend the batch. Once I've suspended the batch, I would then report it to the support team at Reckon and provide them with as many samples of that image in its original format, 300 dpi, black and white, double-sided, and provide the support people with the form saying there is an issue with a particular zone, and we would look at that and see if we can rectify that for you. Once it's rectified, we will update the batch class, or your IT people will update the batch class. Once the batch class has been updated, then what you can do at this point in time is click the batch class update, which will then take on the new settings. Ignore any of the warnings, and then the next thing you need to do is push this job all the way back to the beginning so we can take on the new information. It could be a zonal change, or you might need to have all the data cleared to nothing again so that you can enter it. So if you click on the queue, you'll notice there's a down arrow, and this shows you the different modules that a batch class will go through, and you'll notice a scan module. Now for those that don't use a scanner, they may use a multifunction device, you will still have a scan module because this is what's used to import the images from your network drives. So if you push it back to scan and open up the scan module by hitting the process button, you'll get to see the batches and you'll see all the forms, and you'll notice that they've split into the different types and so forth. So what we want to achieve here is we want to select the first form, scroll all the way down to the last form and hold the shift key down, and then click on the last form. That's selected all the forms and all the pages. What I want to do is right mouse click and combine them into one. Once I've combined them into one, I want to select all of them and I want to push them all the way by dragging and dropping it to the beginning at the root level. So what we've done now is we've basically brought in images waiting for the next stage, which is recognition, for it to split it and identify it, and hopefully when it's identifying it, it's identifying the zones, and the new update will also identify the new form. So once we've done that, we can close it and we can let it go through the next process, which is recognition. So for those that have got recognition running automatically, it'll happen by itself within about a minute, and for those that usually click the process button, you just highlight the batch and hit process. So what this is hopefully going to do for you is start the batch all over again, picking up the new changes, and you hopefully will be able to complete the batch this time without the loss of those images and without the needing to rescan them. So this concludes how to send a batch back for any changes to the batch class once it's been modified by our tech support people.